here's some nasty statistics for you. School clothes are found to be 28 times germier than the average toilet seat. Backpacks came to be 31 times germier than the average cell phone. Cold and flu season is right around the corner, guys. And I don't know about you, but I hate being sick. Today, I'm going to give you some tips to keep you and your family healthy this cold and flu season. Now, first, I'd like to go over a little bit of housekeeping. So here are some things that help keep the germ population down in my house in a general basis throughout the entire year, not even just cold and flu season. So when my kids come home from any kind of event that's been outdoor around large groups of people, or if it's just school, what we like to do is take our shoes off in the laundry room if we can. Sometimes it doesn't happen, but that's best practice. We also like to change the clothes that we had on at whatever event. So if I was at some kind of ball pit, the kids play place areas like Chick-fil-A have, or at some kind of indoor kids gym, make sure you take those clothes off. Don't bring that back in your house. Bring all those germs and all the nastiness in with it. Change your clothes, put on some comfortable pajamas. The kids will like that anyway, and you'll be more comfortable too. So that helps keep some of those germs down in general all throughout the seasons. Also, make sure that you wash your hands with warm soap and water. I know this seems kind of obvious, but just think about it. Like, you never know when you're subconsciously like touching your face or, putting your hands in your mouth or your eyes. Kids, they do all kinds of crazy things. Make sure you encourage them to wash their hands with soap and water after they change their clothes or before they change their clothes, whichever order. But make sure they knock that out, and that'll help mitigate some of those germs that they carry around with them all the time too. Okay, let's get into these supplements. The first one I want to share with you is elderberry. So elderberry is known to help reduce the duration of a cold or flu symptom. It's supposed to help build up your immunity. That way you have something fighting the infection before it enters in your body if you happen to catch something. So very good to have. What I have right here is just some Walmart black elderberry gummies that my kids like to eat. Very easy. It tastes pretty good. I sometimes take it. I have my own supplement, right here. This Nature Way black elderberry. I like to take this one too as an adult, but this black elderberry is the one that we typically use in our household. It comes in a jar of 120 for about $10, so it's not that bad. So anyways, next is vitamin C. And I know it's obvious, everyone knows vitamin C is good for you. But how I primarily give it to my kids is through fruit. So we love to have blackberries all the time, watermelon when it's in season, oranges, of course, lemons, they have high vitamin C content too. However, sometimes you don't get those intakes like you should. So I have a general multivitamin that I give my kids, and it has like 133% vitamin C content in it. So that pretty much covers it, but also it's better to ingest all of these vitamins anyway. So that's the main form that they get extra vitamin C to boost it during cold and flu season. Okay, the next supplement is vitamin D, and this vitamin is a game changer. Now, everyone knows that you need to have vitamin D to help your bones and such grow, but it also helps with your immunity too. From what I've researched, it's supposed to help with respiratory infections if you so happen to catch one. And having that vitamin store nutrition built up inside of you, it'll help if you say catch some kind of pneumonia or whatnot, or even COVID. COVID is kind of respiratory based. It'll help you beat that faster, okay? So the one that I use for my kids is this Dynamite D3, and I swear to you, I started using this last year, and it reduced the colds so much. I am telling you, get you some vitamin D. They have like drops for babies if you have a smaller child where you just kind of just pour it in their mouth. But these, my kids like them. They say they taste good, so I give that to them. I also use vitamin D2. This is a standard one I found on Amazon. You can get that too. I think it's around 15 bucks. So very useful. Highly recommend. And also take vitamin D all year round. We are super depleted of vitamin D because we don't go outside like we need to, or at least we don't here in Alabama. We try to, we ride our bikes and walk outside and go to the park and whatnot, but still we are very deficient in that nutrient. So take it year round, but especially take it during cold and flu season. Now on my children's vitamins, I'm going to run through the list of some of the helpful things that are in it that can help with your immunity too. So it has vitamin A, vitamin C like I mentioned, vitamin D like I mentioned, vitamin E, vitamin B6, folate, vitamin B12, biotin, iodine, zinc. Zinc is another good one that I'm glad is included in here that helps with the colds. So if you just can't get all those different supplements, get a high quality multivitamin at least. Now I'm going to get into things that help relieve cold and flu symptoms. So the first one is Vicks Vapor Rub. Can't even say it. Vicks Vapor Rub. It's faded off because some lotion or something has rubbed it off. But this is a children's version. You can kind of see it. This is an old school remedy, but it still works. Whenever your children have that congestion and cough in them, you rub a little bit on their chest and you rub some up. This is an old school tactic. You put a little bit on the bottom of their feet and put socks on. Now, I don't know if you know about that, but that's a southern mother trick. So Vicks is definitely a staple in our home, and it kind of smells a little weird if you've never smelled it before, but it's very helpful. Also great, a humidifier. Here's an example of mine. I keep that in my kids' bedroom. Turn it on. They're good to go. Helps clear out the sinuses and help all that drainage and whatnot. So definitely get a humidifier. Sometimes that's good for just general allergies too. My kids have allergies, and so we turn that on sometimes when they get a little stuffy. So get a humidifier as well. And the last little tool, kind of a supplement that you guys need to use, is Zyrtec. Now, I don't use the brand Zyrtec. I use Kirkland Children's Allergy Zyrtec, and it's probably half the price. So you get 2 bottles. So I would say get some of this. All of our pediatricians, every time we ask them what to do about this runny nose, what do we do, blah, 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 because it keeps happening, they say, give them Zyrtec. That's the best thing. Now, Claritin works too if you have that. It works a little bit less effectively. So depending on the level of severity, you might want to just use a Claritin and that can help. But yeah, so definitely get some Claritin, Zyrtec for those runny noses. All right, beautiful people, that's all I have for you today. Let's get those supplements in. Let's wash those hands. Let's change those clothes. And that way we can have a nice, happy, healthy cold and flu season. I will see you guys in the next video. Please like and subscribe if you're enjoying this content, and I will see you next time.